Hello and welcome to another update video on HBAR. I think next week could be a very important week for HBAR. The larger time frame, I think I discussed it in one of the last videos, so I just want to skip that today. Just take a look here at the shorter time frame, and yeah, we're still looking at a potential. Still looking at a potential 1-2 setup to the upside, but what we need here now is some kind of a reaction that would tell us that the bulls are attempting to make a comeback. Because, you know, while we have a 5-wave move up from the April low, it is only, let's say, best interpreted as it's just kind of a corrective rally, right? It's a diagonal pattern essentially. If this is 5 waves, it's a diagonal, and that is not a structure that you can really trust. So we can't really have much confidence in this structure, but we can still follow it because the 1-2 setup presents a good reward to risk opportunity. The invalidation point is the red line. So as long as we're holding above the red line at 12.5 cents, the so-called 1-2 setup has a chance with a potential third wave breakout to the upside that could happen next at around 22.9 cents. So, but again, I need some kind of a local breakout or local reversal signal. Initially, a break above the 18.4 cent level, that would help, and could send the price then above the first signal line there. If the bulls turn up here, and they should really turn up here if this is really going to turn into a third wave rally to the upside, or at least if we assume the April low might have been a more substantial one, which definitely is still a plausible interpretation. There was a bit of a setback because now the price has broken below the June low. Yeah, there was a chance for the bulls to turn up here. It was the ideal location for the bulls to turn up around the golden ratio level. I mean, we're still fighting with that level, but there is not enough upside momentum at the moment that could carry a reversal, okay? So what we have seen, what we saw after the 5th of June low was a nice rally, but you see it ended as a 3-wave move up. This is not 5 waves. This is a 3-wave move, and this is not really carrying any upside reversal. So after seeing that it was a 3-wave move, it became quite clear we're getting another low, and now we're hovering again in this support area. 14.2 cents is the support level that now matters. It's the next support that needs to hold to keep the upside momentum alive. So if we don't get a break below 14.2 cents, we can leave the scenario there on the chart. We can still leave that bullish scenario intact, but again, I need to see some kind of a reaction. So these levels are only levels of interest, areas of interest. You know, I'm not telling you the price will turn around there. I'm not telling you the bulls will turn up there. I'm telling you this is an area where often the bulls would turn up, where the bulls might get interested. Obviously, it's Sunday, so you won't normally see a lot of movement on Sunday. Today it's a quiet day. Yeah, very minimal movements in the crypto sector. Some slight upside here and there, but HBAR isn't really joining the party. So there's a small party going on some charts, but normal, I would say normal crypto volatility for a weekend. You can't trust weekend movements anyway, especially on the smallest time frames. So nothing really happened. But yeah, you know, obviously it's about preparing you for the new trading week, right? So the parameters remain clear. 14.2 cents is support, and the invalidation point is at 12.5 cents. Below that level, the lower support area comes into focus between 9.88 and 12.8 cents. So this is the main support area for a larger degree wave 4, which could then come into play. So basically that we're falling back into the larger pattern if we break upper support, but it's not broken. So what do we see right now? We see a 5-wave move up and a corrective pullback from the April low, and we're holding above support. So generally, I'd be looking for higher prices, but I need to see some kind of a reaction now. If we don't see that and the price is going to grind lower, lower, lower towards 14.2 cents at some point, probabilities for an invalidation of the 1-2 setup increase. So that's what we are watching for. It would take a break above the green line, our signal line, as I said, at 18.4, 18.5 cents to get initial evidence that we are reversing here to the upside. That's the update on HBAR. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.